What is early intervention? Early intervention serves infants and toddlers ages birth to 36 months. It's an entitlement program under the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, for eligible infants and toddlers that have developmental delays or medical conditions that might lead to a developmental delay. There are 7 key principles of early intervention. The first one is that infants and toddlers learn best through everyday experiences and interactions with familiar people in a familiar context. Participation from family members is essential to maximize results. Number 2, all families with the necessary supports and resources can enhance their child's learning and development. Early intervention is designed to help families identify the tools and resources they possess and how they can be used to enhance their child's development. Principle number 3. The primary role of the service provider in early intervention is to work with and support family members and caregivers in their child's life. The person who will make the biggest impact in your child's life is you. The early interventionist will work with the parent or caregiver to provide them with the skills needed to help their child in those times in between visits. It is the time in between visits when the practice and mastery of skills occurs. Principle number 4. The early intervention process from that initial contact through transition must be dynamic and individualized to reflect the child and family's preferences, learning styles, and cultural beliefs. Early intervention services are most successful when strategies and activities are individualized to each family and child. Principle number 5. The Individualized Family Service Plan, or IFSP, outcomes must be functional and based on the children's and families' needs and family-identified priorities. Early interventionist results excel when the family drives the process, identifying their needs and priorities. Early intervention staff will work with you to help identify those priorities, those goals that you want to address during the visits. Principle number 6. The family's priorities, needs, and interests are addressed most appropriately by a primary provider who represents and receives team and community support. Early intervention strives to have one person who regularly works with the family. This benefits both the child and parent and prevents the family from being overwhelmed with multiple people coming in and out of their home on a regular basis, and helps the child to have one consistent person that they can form those relationships and connections with. Principle number 7, intervention with young children and family members must be based on explicit principles, validated practices, best available research, and relevant laws and regulations. While early intervention services are delivered with a family-centered coaching approach, the early interventionist will be using professional best practice principles as you have conversations and work together to find those learning opportunities within the context of your daily life. If you have any questions or concerns about your child's development, don't hesitate to reach out to your local early intervention program. Information and details on how to contact will be listed below.